What's up, my Australian wiener sharks? How you guys doing today? It's SJB, and here we go. We're in the Hall of Masters, but we have to play 3 more games to receive a Masters rank. So, that's what we're going to do. I did not know that this was a thing, but the way that Masters, the Hall of Masters actually works is kind of interesting. So the whole idea behind the kind of ranking system of the entirety of Battles 2 is obviously that you want to earn trophies. And the entire time, if you win, you get a trophy. If you lose a trophy. So if you win more games than you lose, you get a bunch of trophies, and you kind of earn and go higher and higher and higher. You can get stuck at certain points where you're like 2 trophies away, but if you lose 2 games in a row, 3 games in a row, you're like frickin' owned. It feels terrible, actually. But once you get to the Hall of Masters, it is completely, utterly different. You cannot get kicked out of the Hall of Masters. So if I lost the next 100 games in a row, I would still be a Hall of Masters player. Now, that's really, really weird to me, and I think it's probably weird to you guys as well. But there's also this other way that they're working on a ranking system. So it's based on kind of like an ELO ranking system. If you guys haven't heard of that before, it's very common for a lot of multiplayer games. It's a way to rank people without necessarily telling them exactly what the system is and how exactly it works. But the base idea is that usually you start off with some sort of number. It's usually, I believe it's 1600 that you start off with. And then if you win a game against somebody who... no matter what, basically, if you win a game, your score should go up. And pretty much no matter what, if you lose a game, your score should go down. But if you win a game against somebody who's got a much higher score than you, let's say they've got 2200 or 2400 or something like that, then you're going to get a lot of points. But if you lose a game to somebody who's got 2400 points, well, you're not going to lose a bunch of points because they were way better than you in the first place. So it's kind of a logical way to make sense of a point system and all that. But the whole point is obviously win games and you go up, lose games and you go down, and it's worth less if they're way better than you or way worse than you. That's a really, really good system, and I really like it. It's weird that you can never get kicked out of the Hall of Masters, but also kind of nice because I could just, if I want to, just mess around and do stupid crap. Once I reach here, I don't have to try really, really hard anymore unless I want to get a really high rank or something like that. Anyways, let's get back into the gameplay here, guys. We've got 3 games today that we're going to be playing. Actually, no. I'm lying to you guys. This is a post-commentary. This is my first post-commentary in quite a while. And the reason why I'm doing it is because my wife had company over yesterday. And I wanted to play Battles, but I couldn't make a video because of the people coming over, so I had to just kind of record the videos and record the content at the same time, and I can't go back and do these 3 games over again. They're kind of already in existence, right? So I wanted to show them to you guys anyways, even though this is kind of a lackluster ending to our first game here, but it's still something that I wanted to show you guys because it is part of, I think, the system of gameplay, and I still wanted to show it to you guys. I'm still using one of my favorite strategies. This is the Monkey Ace Mortar Banana Farm strategy. I kind of switch off between the Mortar and the Dartling Gun, kind of depending on how I'm feeling in here. Personally, I like the Mortar a lot on any map where you got, like, circles or something like that, and Dartling Gun a little bit better on maps where you got a lot of sort of straight lines, you know? If you got a lot of straight lines, Dartling Gun can be easily swapped out. And then usually, most maps, I still go Monkey Aces. Unless it's a really, really weird map like the Swamp map. I can never remember the name of it. I don't know why. I think also the cool thing about post-commentary is I can tell you guys a little bit of story action as well, but I don't remember everything that I've done. But I can tell you that I remember that this game did not go the way that I thought it was going to go. I thought that my rushes were going to be pretty devastating to this guy. He was just going to force Maelstroms, but his sub just kept defending. And no matter what I did, his sub just kept defending, and he's got more banana farms than me, if you can't tell. He's got 2 third-tier banana farms already, working on his 3rd farm. I've got 2 baby 2-0 banana farms over here, and my kill rushes are doing nothing. Oh no. Sinking. Ew. That's not fun. Sinking. No! No! So sadly, like I said, I know exactly what happens here, but I don't want to give it to you guys just yet. So we got a couple purple balloons flown against us, doing absolutely nothing against our double Monkey Ace play. Don't forget, I've also got my hidden mortar in the top there. I don't know if you guys can see it. I put it behind the leaf. Kind of on purpose, kind of not on purpose. I don't know. I think it'd be kind of cool to put like a non-cam detection mortar back there and think that they make them think that you have a cam detection mortar or something like that if you want to, especially if you don't have any cam detection alternatively. Luckily, I've got enough cam detection with my bomb races that I don't feel like I even need a cam detection mortar, at least not yet. So I really feel like I'm playing a catch-up game right now. I have to somehow figure out how I'm going to end up getting this, getting these monies flowing into my pocket. You know, I've got a decent income, 700. That's still nothing compared to his more banana farms. But I've noticed something weird. He really hasn't done... Oh, here we go. Ceramic Rush coming out. He's going to go for a little bit of attack direction there, but he's still going to defend, like, no problem. Anyways, I've noticed that he has not been spending a lot of money lately. So he can either do a mega kill rush, something ridiculous over here. No balloon income, not much farm action over here. Or he's saving up for something big. He could get a Super Maelstrom. He could get, you know, save up for Attack Zone or something like that. Or he could save up for a 4th tier banana farm, which is what I'm afraid of. Now, in post-com, I mean, that's... you know, maybe I know a little bit more than I knew before this game was going. You know, like they usually say hindsight is 20/20. Well, I knew hindsight is not 20/20. It's more like 100 or like 2/2 or something. It's like, yeah, 2 + 2 = 4. It just makes sense. So it is weird that this guy hasn't been spending much money at all, and he's just been magically defending. You know? He's like the Lucky Charm guy over here, but he's building towers instead of making marshmallows, all right? It's magically defending. That's how I feel right now. So there it is, guys. We see the 4th tier banana farm on the bottom right. One weird thing about this guy, if you can't tell, is it's very difficult to tell the difference between the banana farms. They both have the same roofs. They're kind of similar in color and shape. And oh crap, he's going to go for a reinforced mob against me, which is a very, very nice play, because that right now is probably my weakness. So I have to sell a banana farm to get my... No, I don't know what I have to do. But I got an artillery battery, and we were able to defend that rush there. But again, at quite a decent cost. Also, I'm a little afraid of future rushes, so we're just going to go a little bit extra defense here. We're going to go for a couple extra monkey aces over here, possibly getting them up to top path. Top path is a very good Moab defender these days. Doesn't handle Oh My Gods all that well, or big chunks of BFBs all that well, but for the single Moab rushes, this is exactly what you need. Plus, it's not bad balloon pop power either. Combine that with a mortar, it's really, really good. Really, really like... It melds well together. You know, each weakness is kind of subtracted out from each other. All right, so we're going to go for a quick BFB rush against this guy and see what he does. He's got so much money, you know? I mean, he's got that 4th tier banana farm, another 3rd tier and 2nd tier banana farm. Oh, he's got a 2nd, 4th tier banana farm. And he's defending a BFB. Holy crap, Kingdom of Menace. This is not looking good for you, my good sir. Actually, it's looking really good for you. As far as money is concerned, it's looking really good for you. And then sadly... Uh-oh, we've got something bad coming up in here, guys. Something really bad coming up in here. I don't like it. I don't want to show it off, but we have to. He defends the BFB, though, with a good Maelstrom and a couple quick bottom path textures over there. Very good for him. As far as money is concerned, again, not looking good for us. But if we can force a sell on any banana farm, we're back in the game. All right, if we can force one of those banana farms to go away, he's done. All right, so it looks like he's going to go for a first strike sub or something like that. Looks like he wants to go for a first strike sub. That's a middle path already. Our balloons are doing absolutely nothing against him. He could just, poof, insta-kill that Oh My God out of existence. And here's where it goes. We sink, and I believe it was this guy's internet, actually, and it somehow just gave me a victory. Now, that was really upsetting, because I actually was having a fun time that game. I feel like I was at a disadvantage, but I was not over yet. You know, I still had the chance to go for DDT rushes, which I think he'd be weak against, and other weirdo rushes that I could probably defend here. So, sadly, this is the problem, though. All right, guys, I had to show it to you, and this is going to be a long video because of that, and it didn't have a satisfying ending. I'll admit it. I'll admit it. Again, I can't go back in time. I can't do anything about it. I almost decided I wanted to, like, not show it to you guys, but I felt like I had to. But sadly, after the fact, I was going and I was going to look at my win record and see how many more games that I had left to play, and I had 3 more games to play. That game did not count towards my 3 games, so I did not get a free win. It was like a disconnection. You can't get a disconnection win on a starting game like that or something like that, so it was kind of, yeah, it was kind of sad. So let's start off with talking a little bit of strategy on this game. We're noticing engineer play, and sadly for him, I've got banana farms. But one thing you're going to notice about my banana farm play, which I think is pretty interesting, is how I'm going to play these banana farms against him. So, of course, his main plan is to try to slurp all my balloon income cents away from me. But if I play this right, I don't really even need to go balloon income forever, but I want to force him to get a balloon trap first, right? I want him to waste his money. If he spends $3,500 on a ridiculous balloon trap that's worthless, that's going to really screw him over for pretty much the rest of the game. So normally by now I'd probably already throw down a banana farm or try to get that guy going or something like that, but I'm actually going to wait. I'm going to wait until I see that option. And on top of that, I'm actually going to time my blue balloons here to try to see when is he gonna get that trap here. Stop. That's it. Got nothing for me. Suck my big, juicy banana over here, my friend. That's all you got. And now I'm going to go banana farms. And now he's like, oh, crap. He's honestly thinking about all the terribleness that his life is right now. That his life is worthless. This game is over. There's nothing he can do anymore. Because he spent all of his money trying to get that balloon trap. And now he's just sitting here in a world of hurt. So it looks like he's trying to rebuy a different engineer and instead just get rid of this balloon trap and do something else. I think that's probably the best play for him. But right now I'm going 0 balloon income now, which normally is not the way I play this. Normally I go a little bit of whites or a little bit of pinks or a little bit of blacks or something to kind of like multiply that out. But I didn't know which way to go. So anyways, I was really confused on what to do. I decided to just go full yellows for a little while to try to get my balloon income back, kind of like throw it in his face that he like, you know, screwed up and only got $500 out of his blue trap or whatever, but I don't know if this was the right play. I probably should have just went full space pinks for the rest of the game and still continue with my banana farm income. That is in retrospect, again, you know, when I get to see what happens in the past and know for the future. But, you know, it's good. It's good, because you can kind of see not just what I'm thinking right now, but what I'm thinking when I have the clarity, you know, the post-game clarity, to see how it's all going to unfold. Nonetheless, this guy's got a pretty good defense over here, actually. He's going to go for a top path engineer, which is surprisingly still, I don't want to call it overpowered, but like really, really, really good. It's hard to rush anything through one of those guys as long as he's got cam detection. Even if full regen rainbow rushes are like very scary to go for, because if he balloon boosts that, or if he monkey boosts that, even on a balloon boost, like it might not be enough. So we're still trying to go for banana farms here. I switched back into my whites finally. I feel like my income's a little bad though, you know, for like how much we should be taking advantage of this guy and how much we should actually be owning right now. This is a little rough. Anyways, we've got our mortar down here to pop the lead balloons and all that. I've got my dartling gun kind of for clean up here, but I really don't have that great of a balloon popping power yet. So we're gonna go for another mortar here. Let's get up to middle path. You guys know how I like my artillery batteries. And let's see what this guy's gonna pull off against me. So he does have the camp protected village up as well. He's able to get that money down. This is kind of weird, but all right. I guess we accept that. I accept defeat in that note. So I'm going to go a little bit of blue income. Again, 600 just seems so bad. I want more. It's round 13, though. We got to be careful. This is regen rainbow territory. Of course, I've got the ability to get an artillery battery, but at what cost? I don't want it to be the cost. I want him to just play chill, not do anything, and he finally sees I got a marketplace. So that is a good chunk of money for me, and I'm still going green balloons. Dangerous, man. I'm living a dangerous game right here, that's for sure. But when I see all these yellow balloons flopping out here, assuming he doesn't have a bajillion dollars saved up to even do a big rush against me. If he does rush me, it's probably going to be pretty small, I would assume. But you just never know how much money he's actually got saved up over there. He could have $5 grand or $6 grand and kind of toying with it a little bit as well. Yellow balloons are not that hard to buy while also saving up a little bit of money here. We're going to go, oh, crap. All right, we got to go artillery battery. And we do defend with our artillery battery. Of course, we're going to defend. I didn't have the balloon buster, though. I wasn't even paying attention. I just ability that. And even without the balloon buster, which does double the damage, guys, we're doubling it with the balloon buster. We still demolish a lead regen rainbow rush there. That's how insane this guy is. Yeah, and also you might notice that I don't have that balloon buster yet. I kind of didn't notice that I never bought balloon buster. Just want to point that out real quick. Yeah, that made me feel a little bad about myself, but it's all good. It's all good. You know, not bad. We're doing all right over here. So I'm still getting my income up a little bit, 800 now. I'm feeling a little better. It's Moab territory here, and he could start to rush me with Moabs. I really don't have that great of a defense at this point. Dartling, oh, here we go. So he's going to go for one Moab, which usually an artillery battery can defend pretty easily. And there we go. Finally get the Balloon Buster. That's going to double our damage here. I did notice in time before too much crap happened. I mean, that's exactly what we need against a Moab here. And a lot of micros coming out, and he's going to do a very well-timed Moab here to cause problems for me. Luckily, oh, he's going to go for another one. So we're going to use our ability here on this next one, and that's going to take down all 3 of these Moabs. I don't want to say with a breeze, but we are going to take them down. Only a little bit of micro here. But again, keep in mind, this is keeping me busy. He's going to go for another Moab here. No battle energy has been used yet, but my ability has been used. All right, we're going to go for a few more. Oh, crap. He's got a, oh, my God. He's got a reinforced Moab, and more reinforced Moabs coming out against me here. This is the problem with the mortar. It's really good against balloons, but against spaced Moabs, this is like the worst thing for me. So I'm going to have to boost my artillery battery over here, and I've got my rocket storm in the back of here. I probably was overkill with the rocket storm, but I'm alive. That's the main thing. I had to sell a lot of farms to make this happen. I feel a little bad about that, but again, I am alive, and I have the ability to counter rush if I so desire. So let's test out what will one reinforced Moab do. How bad is this going to be for this guy? Destructive Force. Can he take it down? Let's also get our farmers back over here and see if we can kind of rebuild. I've got a good defense now. That's the good thing. Got 2 abilities to use. Oh, he's going to monkey boost. There it is with the balloon boost, and he does defend. Just one. Imagine if we sent out more or bigger balloons, like a BFB when he's got no battle energy this time. Woohoo! All right, we're going to try it out. We've got a natural Moab coming against me, which is surprisingly, again, causing some problems. I really feel like one thing that I should do here, I'm not even talking about that yet. All right, we got a BFB. Let's see what it's going to do. Now we're going to do a reinforced BFB. Let's see how well he's going to take this down. Now look at this Gwendolyn sentry gun play, man. This is ridiculous. Don't forget, all of those guys are getting a ton of extra popping power. Every single sentry gun is getting heated up over here. I've never seen this strategy before, but I really, really, really like it. Gwendolyn, heated up, engineer combo. All right, another natural mob coming against me, but that's nothing to worry about at all. I don't know what he's doing with that. Just a regular mob, not anything special here. Reinforced BFB will be taken down. Again, sort of surprisingly, and we have to go for that Oh My God. Now, he's going to counter me. I don't think he knows. I think he thinks that he can't defend this Oh My God, so he's going to counter me. He's going to go for some more BFBs over here. We're going to go for an extra artillery battery. This is going to be our 3rd artillery battery on the screen here. And I was hoping that this was going to melt through the BFB layer, but now he's sending out reinforced BFBs as well, but he's being really smart about it. He's not sending them all out in a group. He's sending them out spaced from each other. So let's see. With our ability, one ability used over here, we are going to take down the first set of BFBs. No problems there, but now we got reinforced, and he's going to go for a double dose of reinforced BFBs after that as well. He's just deciding not to defend the reinforced Oh My God over here. I don't really know what to do. All I have to do is worry about microing over here. I've got 3 different artillery batteries and dartling guns to micro all at the same time. This will be difficult to do. All right, it looks like our last ability is going to have to pop out here, and we're going to have to battle under this just to defend these reinforced Moabs over here, and we will defend those, but we got 2 more to go. All right, I'm a little worried here. I'm a little worried. This is a lot of balloons and a lot of microing. I'm going to go for a quick rocket storm if I can, but it looks like I think I need another ability. I got to go for another one of these mortars over here. We got to make sure we micro this guy. It's not letting me micro! It's not letting me micro! Oh my God, this is so upsetting! And there it goes. Can we defend? At the very end! And it doesn't! Oh my God. Good game. That was a rough one for me. I was really upset because my Moab wouldn't, or my mortar would not let me micro. It would not let me move it. I don't know if you guys saw it, but I clicked it 3 times. I pressed tab. I clicked in a different spot. It just wasn't moving. And I think that tiny, tiny, tiny bit of extra popping power might have gotten me through that defense there, and that Oh My God would just walk through that guy's defense. Nonetheless, that is not what happened, and sadly, the BFBs did sneak through, and we lost that game. So right now, as unbelievable as it is, we have lost our only qualification game in the Hall of Masters so far. This deep into the video, 19 minutes in, and this is where we're at. This is kind of rough. All right, I guess we'll talk a little bit about real-life stuff going on over here. I got nothing too crazy going on for you guys. The main thing that I've been working on is I've been working on my basement. I know this seems like a very weird thing to talk about, but it's been my hobby, you know? Like, especially through the pandemic and all that, I've been hanging out with my friends just a little bit here. Basically, when Omicron kind of went a little cray-cray, right around the end of December, beginning of January, my friends decided not even to do a New Year's party, which was the first time, I think, besides 2021, 2022 was the second time ever that we didn't do New Year's together in the past, like, 14 years or whatever. I remember being in 7th grade and hanging out with my friends in my friend's basement doing New Year's. We even had like the little fake champagne, bubbly juice stuff, and it was fun, you know? Doing little party poppers outside, and then I was like, oh, we got to stay up super late. It was really weird. I remember even doing New Year's at my same friend's house in the same basement when I started working. I think I was like 17 by this point. And it was the new year, and literally I had to work. All right, it was sad. We were open 365 days a year. I think we were like one of the only businesses that are open. Definitely a skeleton crew when we got there. Just the two of us, legit. I mean, normally there's probably like 10, 12 people working there. Just two of us for the entire store. And we get like 4 customers or whatever. But I had to work that morning of, and it snowed. So there was like a 3 inches deep amount of snow, and I never drove in the snow before. Or at least not deep snow. Especially deep snow that has not been plowed before. Normally, at the very least, you're like, oh, okay, I'm going to go out because the snow's been plowed. Well, nobody wants to work on New Year's Day. Nobody has to work on New Year's Day, so it like was not a big deal. So I start driving, and I'm driving my Taurus. 1999 Taurus, doesn't have anti-lock brakes and all that stuff. And I'm like, I've never drove the snow before, so I'm like, okay, let's go 10. All right, let's go 15. Let's go 20. All right, I'm running a little late. Let's go 25. This is like the first road that I'm driving down. And all I remember is that I was going straight, and I finally get up to like 30 miles per hour. All right, and I, again, never drove in the snow before. I get up to about 30 miles per hour. I'm like, okay, this feels pretty comfortable. And then all of a sudden, my car, just without me doing anything, just full starts turning to the left, turning to the left, turning to the left. I let off the gas. I don't do anything. I don't do anything. I just watch it happen. And I do a full 180 facing the wrong way in the middle of the road. And I probably went a little bit further than a 180, and then I'm just sitting there like, oh my god. I didn't even move my car. I was just like, oh my god. Well, okay. I guess this could be. I guess it's not that easy to drive in the snow. You know, this is way worse than I thought it was going to be. So the good news about this story is obviously there's nobody on the road either. So I'm just the only one on the road here, driving on this fresh snow. So I didn't hit another car or anything like that. The bad news was there was like kind of like a weird ditch to my left and like a lake to the right. So somehow I didn't go off the road. My car just did a full, you know, like 220, 240 or something like that. And then I just sort of turned to the left to just keep driving. But then I changed from going 30 miles per hour or 35 miles per hour down to about 20 miles per hour the entire way to my job. And I got there, and yeah, I was like stressed out the rest of the day because I'm like, dude, frickin' snow, man. I hate the snow. I'm never gonna drive in the snow again. Oh, of course, we never learned that. Here we go, big rush coming out against Jitru, and with the nuclear sub, he will. Oh my god, defend that crap. Whoa there, buddy. That's kind of ridiculous. I've seen this strategy before. An alchemized nuclear sub is surprisingly powerful. I don't know how or why, but it is. And then on top of that, they got the ballistics missile here, which does a lot of extra damage to the balloons. And has, like, unlimited pierce. So, like, yeah, don't worry about too many balloons coming through or anything like that. Plus, we've got a weird strategy. We've got a tack shooter Dartling gun combo here. I switched away from a monkey specifically for this map because I'm not that good with them on this map. They're like, tough to use, you know? And I feel like this is just a little more comfy for me because I got Maelstroms. If I ever want to, I get a Maelstrom, boom. I'm ready to frickin' pop anything, dude. Anything that comes my way. And I can easily get a quick bottom path tack shooter from Moabs and all that stuff, so that's feeling pretty good over here. Oh, yeah. So that was my one of my car snow stories. But anyways, that was just all based on, you know, people not doing anything. And with the time that I've not had to do anything with people, I've spent my time working on my house. I've done so many things to my house already. I saw somebody on HGTV just yesterday. I really like this. They said it a little weird, but they were like, you know, I went to, oh man, how do they say it? They did a really good job with it. They said, I've got a lot of degrees from DIY University or something like that. I didn't do it justice. I did worse than that. I did worse than him. So I feel like that's exactly what I'm doing here. Oh, check this out. Moabs. We got a double Moab rush here. He's defending the first Moab. Second Moab will get defended as well. Good for him. But watch out. We timed it. So at the end of round 17, right when the beginning of round 18 is going to start here, reinforced Moabs will be available. And this could be dangerous for him. Jetty. Let's just say I'm going to shove a giant jet of water right up your butthole. Or a giant jet of Moabs up your butthole here. And you're not going to like it. I can promise you that. All right, he's going to go for a quick glue gunner here. He's going to try to slow him down and go for some zebras in the way of this Moab popping power. He's going to go for a Gwendolyn cocktail. It's a pretty good defense, but will it be enough to take down these 3 Moabs here? They're getting a little bit past his defense here. The second Moab will get popped, but it will not die, and that's going to take him down, let alone the third Moab here, boys. And there we go! We get our first victory in the Hall of Masters. As ridiculous as that is, we're the first, like, real victory in the Hall of Masters. So here's our third game. This gets to decide here if we're going to be a winner of the Hall of Masters or a loser in the Hall of Masters on our first 3 quote-unquote games. So I've done so much stuff to my house since I moved in, guys. I've been a insulator. I've insulated my attic. I've been a dryer and washer installer and taker-outerer. I've been a wallpaperer. I've been a painter. I've been a... Oh, my God. I can't even imagine all the things. I've been a landscaper. I did a lot of landscaping. I completely redid my trees. I redid the bushes in the front. I did the rocks. I completely got rid of all the mulch, put it on the trees, and got new rocks for everything. I did 5 tons of rocks all by myself with a shovel and a wheelbarrow. Yeah, as ridiculous as that is. 10,000 pounds of rocks. It was, yeah, that doesn't even consider anything that I've done in the basement, which means I've learned how to frame the basement. I've learned how to insulate the basement. I've learned how to do the electrical for the basement. I've learned how to do drywalling for the basement. Obviously, I've learned to paint a little bit better than I used to paint before. And I've got all of those kind of skills under my belt now. I also did plumbing in my basement. So I feel pretty good. You know, I didn't do a professional job. I did a first-timer's job. But I will have videos out for you guys eventually. Oh, check this out. Well, I'm going to interrupt myself here real quick. Banana Farm, Dartling Gun, Monkey Ace combo. One of my faves. Weakness here in the early game if I go for an early Banana Farm. And you can tell it's happening right here. This guy rushed me with pinks or whites right now. Uh-oh. Pretty dangerous. We don't even have a powerful darts yet, so I got to boost early here. Get my powerful darts. Hope that this just doesn't completely annihilate me here. And try to get my rapid fire going as soon as possible. But I'm going to be greedy here. And even with all of this, I'm going to try to go for white balloons before I even get my faster spin. And there we go. We finally get the faster spin here, and we are, like, still fighting against the grain, even with Oben, even with our Dartling Gun, even with everybody combined together. We're, like, barely defending. I need to go for an extra defense here. I've got to go for my Monkey Ace just to kind of clean up some of the balloons in here. That's all I need. Let the Dartling Gun be clean up. Monkey Ace needs to pop a few more balloons. And now he's got blacks against me, which are less spaced than the whites. So they are more balloonage. More total balloonage that you have to deal with. It's intriguing, to say the least. Intriguing. But it looks like the Monkey Ace is going to be just that much pop and power that we need, and we will kind of continue on in here. By the way, before we get too deep here, we've got the Dartling Gun and the Ice Tower combo for our opponent. It's a pretty good one. Ice Towers late game in particular are extra especially good. The top path ice and the bottom path ice are pretty delicious, though the middle path is like, it's alright, you know, it's tough to use. So, we'll have to see how this plays out in the long term, but I'm really happy with my strategy still. I've got my double Banana Farm, I've got a good income, I've got a decent amount of stuff to defend with, so we'll have to see how this unfolds in the middle part of the game, which is the most dangerous part of the game on this map. This is not usually a late game map, this is a middle game map. We're talking around 12 to, or 11 to 18. By the way, if you guys don't know, the way that I like to break things down is the first 11 rounds are early game. Usually, you don't kill somebody in 0 to 11. You can. Maybe 10. Maybe 10. 0 to 10. Usually don't kill people at this point. Then rounds 10, or like 11 to 18 are kind of like middle game, right? You can kill people, or you know, you're going to kill people a lot of times in this game, and in the middle part of the game. Right when Regen Rainbow rushes, Regen Zebra rushes, Regen Purple rushes, Regen Lead rushes, Regen Camo, Combo rushes, Ceramic rushes can all be available. You really have to make sure you have defenses for all of that, or else you're going to get completely annihilated. And then you got late game, which is 18+, Moabs, BFBs, Zomagods, DDTs, and Bads. All that stuff. Big Moab class territory here. Anyways, check this out. He's got kind of a bad defense. Let's think about some rushes. That's the way I like to break it down, though. That's not the only way it could be broken down. Early game, mid game, and late game. If you guys are ever curious kind of how I think about things, you know? That's why mid game on this map, though, is very dangerous. Regen leads, regen zebras, regen rainbows, all very, very difficult to defend. So here we go. We're on round 13 here. Let's see what he can do for a rush here. Let's go for a few rainbows. A little bit of regen action behind that stuff. That's one of my favorite rushes to do. He misses with the cocktail, and he's going to boost it. And with that boost and the ice shards there, he does take down that humongo regen rainbow rush. Kind of interesting, actually. But one weird thing is that rainbows are extra specially good for ice towers to deal with. But zebras, on the other hand, they can't get a grasp on the bloonage. And we're going to go for a big zebra rush here with no battle energy. And this time around, just Too Awesome gets taken down. Great rushes from us. Just not enough defense from him. Hydro-Rockpods would have saved him there, but he didn't have enough money for it. And we take that game down. There we go, guys. We're 2 out of 3, with really 3 out of 4 wins in our first Hall of Masters games. This is exciting. This is so exciting. So let's see where we're ranked over here. Oh, this is a tough thing, man. Yeah, we got to discard that crap. I don't like that. Look at that. I got 2 crappy brown chests, man. Ninja Kiwi needs to work on throwing chests out better. And here we go. Hall of Masters. I'm in the top 50% already. That's pretty cool. Top 50% ranked. That's awesome, man. So if I just kind of go down here, I'm obviously not in the top 100. I wish that Ninja Kiwi told us like exactly where we're at. Am I ranked 1,000th? Am I ranked 350th? Am I ranked 101st? I don't know. How many people are in the Hall of Masters? Nobody knows. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this wonderful video, make sure you press that like button for me. Make sure you subscribe. And of course, have a super duper delicious day.